Welcome back to the Silver Fern Farms Event Centre for the last day of what's been a pretty fantastic North Island A Schools basketball tournament. 5 girls teams, 6 boys teams pounding up and down this court in Tararua, much to the delight of your commentators, me, Jenny Woods, and Hugh Bainan. And it really has been fantastic. Tonight we find out our champions. But this is how it's going to play out. So, girls' 3rd and 4th playoff, that will be between Mercury Bay and Tararua College, a rematch of what happened last night. Then the playoff for 3rd and 4th, that's between the... That's a good point. Who is that between? Anyway, 3rd and 4th will become clear. Then it's the girls' grand final. Manukura versus Te Kura Kokiri, and then the boys' final, Te Araha versus Ngai Taiatea Wharikura. And of course that 3rd and 4th playoff for the boys, Manukura versus Waihi College. So I got there in the end. So that's what is coming your way this afternoon. It's been great, hasn't it, Hugh?
It has, it's been wonderful, and it's an emotional day for some of the boys and girls on display today as they've played their last ever high school basketball game. And there's some seniors in that photo there for Tararua College. And I can tell you their starting lineup for their rematch against Mercury Bay today. So Holly Naruhe and her sister Ruby May will both start alongside Leah Poek, Tofo Toliofoa and Jade Kiwi, who came on and really helped Tararua get back in the game yesterday before eventually succumbing to a dagger of a three-pointer as the time ticked away. And there's that young lady wearing number 6 with that dagger. Tiana Tiro will start for Mercury Bay alongside Zoe Smith, Olivia Outerside, Jasmine McCleary and Emma Hines Senior. As they look to make it 3 wins in a row at Mercury Bay Area School, having struggled to get a win early in the competition. They won last night, they won this morning, and they'll look to secure 3rd place with a win over Tararua now.
And it's kind of cool that these two are playing for 3rd and 4th. They did the very same thing at last year's Nationals. Mercury Bay winning on that occasion. So once again, they're fighting it out for the bronze medal. I tell you what, though, that game last night, what was it, 73-72 in the end. And, you know, Mercury Bay, they just rocketed off to a great lead. They looked, you know, untouchable. And just slowly, Tararua College came back, got in front, and then back came Mercury Bay, got them by 1 point. So I am in no doubt that Tararua College will want to turn that result around as the starting 5s prepare to come out onto the court. Mercury Bay let out, watch that number 8, Emma Hines Senior, strong player for the Whitianga girls.
And interesting to see how both teams approach this one. We saw the 3-point barrage worked for Mercury Bay yesterday, and they went away from it, and when they did, that's when Tararua got back in front. And then, of course, that 3-point dagger that secured the win from Tiro. Whereas the much bigger team, and interesting, they are starting Jade Kiwi, the tallest girl on the court, and she'll contest the tip. So I wonder if that's something that the coaching staff in Tararua have noticed. When they go big, they do better against a small Mercury Bay squad. Small in both senses of the word, as they only have 2 subs on the bench for this tournament. What a wonderful effort they've had. Shaky was just told to tap the jersey in.
Girls playoff for 3rd place underway here at Te Araha. And the coach of Mercury Bay said they wanted a fast start. Didn't fall for them on that occasion.
We're going to see a lot of rebounds, I think, from Jade Kiwi in this one. The tallest girl out on the court is the opponent. Gets the first bucket, a long-range 2-pointer. She's going to stand out her entire career at Tararua College. She'll look to finish on a high as one of those seniors playing her last game. Backdoor from Cleary. Senior's first 3-pointer of the day won't drop.
Starting as they mean to go on, and the towel waving is back in action on the bench of Tararua.
The Oswald sisters, Katie and Sophie.
Got a bit of interesting intel on Sophie Oswald.
She went off, didn't she, towards the end of the first quarter yesterday, as Toliofoa puts up her first 3-ball, hits the back iron. With a knee injury, a knee that has been heavily strapped the entire tournament, and that's worrying for Mercury Bay as the opponent gets hot early with back-to-back mid-ranges. But Sophie has since discovered she's ruptured her ACL, but she's still suited up for this one because she wants to play in her last ever game for her high school. But just a couple of minutes, I imagine.
And that's what school sport's all about, particularly school basketball. You don't want to miss your final year. And these kids have had a really tough time of it.
Tararua, pump fake, drive, scoop. And away come Mercury Bay through one of their standout players. Jasmine McCleary, who's fouled.
So this time it's Tararua off to the fast start. 5 points already. Had a quick chat to Dan Kelsel, the coach of Mercury Bay, before the game, and I said, look, are you going to do anything a bit differently? And he said, we might.
He's getting close to his chest, that's good. Here's
He
Tiana
clearly
Tiro.
didn't trust me.
Driving, comes up against Jay Kiwi. Good rebound and a good putback there from Jasmine McCleary. First points on the board for Mercury Bay. Poet looks to drop it into Tararua. Well, that's tied up in a jump ball, and possession arrow points the way of Tararua College.
Kelsey was saying they're a pretty tired bunch, his team. As you mentioned earlier, Hugh, they're not a big squad by any stretch.
I'm sure they'll all sleep well tonight, everyone who's been at this competition, including us, Jenny, I think. Here's McCleary for three from the top. Off to the right, and a rebound. Zoe Smith, she puts it back up off the glass. The Poets asserting her influence early in this game. Tararua with a high arcing three. It's well short. Behind Senior. Working her way through the defense. That'll be tipped on its way up. Mercury Bay will have possession.
Tiana Tiro does the honours. She was on fire in this morning's game when they beat Whangamata. 30 points from number 4.
And Senior puts up a three and it rattles in. Mercury Bay take an early lead. Gets in the passing lane to Zoe Smith. Gets a mitts on the ball, and then away they come through Emma Hines Senior.
Strong defence.
Good strip.
Ngāruhi.
Swatted away. Ruby May, as we see the co-coaches of Tararua College.
Bonnie Scott and Jules Valois.
Cleary for three from the wing, off the back iron. Smith with another rebound. She makes herself a nuisance on the offensive boards, does Zoe Smith. That's one thing that impressed me yesterday was the role players for Mercury Bay, while Cleary and Tiro, I guess you'd say Hines Senior, the key scorers. Everyone knows their role. Zoe Smith looks to prove me wrong. That's off the back iron. Another rebound for Kiwi. Ambitious, risky pass, and that's a good heads-up play by Hines Senior, just throwing it off the legs of Ngāruhi. It's going to be loud in here later tonight, I think, Jenny, when Te Aroha College contest the boys' final.
Nice steal from Leah Poet, just as Zoe Smith took her eyes off the ball, just to check where she was going to pass it to. Leah Poet said, I'll have that.
Oh, Holly Ngāruhi for three from the top. We've seen a couple of those over the last couple of days. Both teams working the three ball nicely.
Tararua now in front, 7-5.
Foul there from Holly Ngāruhi, just Reaching into the honeypot. Caught by referee Darby Green. Hines Senior catch and shoot for 3. Can't get it to go. Poet comes away with the long board. She puts on the afterburners.
I like the way she changed speed. Oh, 3-on-1.
Jump ball called. This time it goes the way of Mercury Bay. Good strength shown by Hines Senior. Kudo wants it back, puts it to the floor. Needs a bit of help and says tries to burrow her way through, but one step too many.
And I suppose that's an advantage, isn't it, of being that size? You can find little cracks in the armour.
Aduhe sisters working the ball around the perimeter. Risky pass over to Poet, but he got there in the end. Here's Tiro, 1-on-2. She might just reset things here, she does. Here's McCleary, finds Smith, passing on the baseline. And that'll be a Tararua ball.
They use the baseline nicely, don't they, Mercury Bay?
They do, but I don't see them getting too much success down low when the Aduhe sisters and Jay Kiwi are down there. It's too much size. For a team with 3 really good outside shooters, I just keep chucking them up. It's Kiwi in post position. Good moving zone for Mercury Bay. And Poet has to settle for an outside shot. Nearly gets a friendly roll. Great offensive rebound from Ruby May Aduhe. Pope skips through with the runner. This time it is Mercury Bay who come away with it. Good 2-on-1 basketball at the other end. The finish just not there. Looks like it'll be Mercury Bay area school ball. It is.
That looks like, is that a 4th foul already for Holly Ngaruhi?
Dan Rokelson wants to talk it over with his team. Calls a timeout. Down by 2. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. As you see the Kati boys team warming up in the background. I saw them making their way out of McDonald's with big smiles on their faces this morning in Pairua.
Well, it's all happening in this part of the world, isn't it? So they've got that going on in Pairua. There's the big flash car show here in Te Araha. And of course, it's advanced voting day. Apparently, a few people have been coming into the event centre here wanting to vote. Not possible at the moment, I might add, in case you're thinking of coming down.
You can vote at the moment, just not here.
Not here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Dan Rokelson chats to his team and the referee. Clarifying a few things, as coaches like to do with referees mid-game.
Yes, they must have got to know each other's players relatively well over the last year or so. Some of these players, I'm sure, would have met at age group nationals.
Many play together for the same provincial team, that age group as well.
You're right, Hugh, though. That's really ambitious, isn't it, that sort of play?
Shot clock violation. Good defense from Tararua College. They just simply don't have the size to match it in there with the height of Tararua College. Katie Oswald into the game and putting up her first shot, a long 2-pointer that she drains. Much to her sister's delight on the bench.
Double thumbs up as she comes down the court. No way through from McCleary, but she gets the pass away.
Ryan Senior for 3. Another rebound for Jay Kiwi. Ruby Maynard running downhill.
The foul on Zoe Smith.
Kiwi in good position down low, just swatted away nicely. By outer side. Here's Teodo, good defense to get back so quickly from the entire Tararua roster. All 5 of them back in the key there. And see what this game means to them. Not only some of their last games, but also avenging a loss yesterday. Here's Teodo. They know the threat she poses.
Oh, that's right, that loss yesterday and also that loss 12 months ago.
Good hands from Powick. Cleary fights for it, but it is Powick who comes away with it.
Well, she's an all-round player, isn't she? Good on D. Fabulous on offense.
Good determined drive there. So foul Tolia forward. She earns herself a foul and a trip to the line. The dominance was seeming dominance of this game so far, so just a 5-point game. Mercury Bay doing well on the defensive end. There's Poet looking to skip through the lane, put it up high off the glass, gets her own rebound. There's Kiwi, what an offensive board that is. She just can't finish. She'll have another chance. This one will go. Oh, 3 seconds in the key. 3 seconds in the key called on Jay Kiwi, so it won't count. Tenacity, though, shown. It's tough to have the presence of mind to get out and get back in when the offensive rebound is waiting just there. Hines Senior puts up a quick release shot from the elbow.
Rocketing through this first quarter, less than 2 minutes remaining, 10-5. Tararua, they're the team in possession, the white tops from Pahiatua.
Hines Senior slings it out to her left. Chiro blocks by Ruby May Naduhe. And here's Hines Senior in the corner for 3. Rattles out. Tough to keep shooting when they're not dropping, but it's what shooters do.
Emma Hines Senior, she's been very good this morning so far. Number 8 for Mercury Bay. Some strong runs down court. Here she is again.
The third jump ball of this first quarter. Possession arrow is getting a good workout. This way, points for Tararua College. Kiwi in good position, but again they swamp her. That time it's Jasmine McCleary, comes away with it. 2-on-1 here. Tido's got Zoe Smith. Drops her shoulder, takes a lot of contact from Katie Oswald. Good defense from Oswald.
That was a great clash.
Tido was waiting for a whistle. That pretty good defense to me from Oswald.
Yep, neither player willing to give an inch. They're gutsy, aren't they, these young players?
Foul called, and it is a 90 feet foul because it's the 15th foul. And Hines Senior will go to the line to shoot 2. Misses them both, but Mercury Bay will have a chance. Good hand from Leah Powick, not for the first time either. She wasn't expecting that pass, and Tiana Tero comes away with it. She's got 2 teammates to her right, so she'll just reset.
Senior storming onto the ball. Plenty of time here.
Long 3 ball from in behind Senior off the front of the rim. Shaking ahead from Danro Kelsall as the first quarter comes to a close.
Wow, it's a fast one too. 10-5, Tararua College leading at the break. Quarter time in this playoff for third place here at the event centre in Te Araha. At the moment, 10-5, Tararua College leading Mercury Bay Area School. There's the Mercury Bay team in the blue. Coach Danro Kelsall, as I mentioned earlier, said he had a plan. He said in the past they've always gone out fast, started really quickly, scored as many points, but on some occasions they've tired towards the end and haven't had enough in the tank. So whether or not that was a suggestion that perhaps they're going to play a more measured game, but here's Tararua.
Now we have seen them play a more patient game, but it's ending up every offense with being surrounded by bigger defenders from that school there, Tararua College, who are going about their work well. Jay Kiwi, number 4, after a stellar cameo yesterday, earned her start in this one, and she's made the most of it. I'd like to see that patient play from Mercury Bay finish with some open shots from the outside, or at least from mid-range. It's an errant entry pass and an early turnover, and here comes Tararua. The ball just getting away from Toliafoa.
Jasmine McCleary smothered.
The defense has been fantastic from Tararua early. Hine Senior swings it out. Here's Taylor, and they know the threat. See, that's good offense, and here it is in McCleary's hand. Good look at 3 points. Just rattles off the rim. Well, as soon as Tiana Taylor gets the ball, you can hear even the crowd saying, get out to it. They know the threat she poses, but she got rid of it nicely and ended up with a wide open 3-pointer for McCleary. Skips through and puts up the right-handed hook, gets her own rebound, is fouled, and in the second attempt she'll go to the line for 2. It can be hard, especially at this level, to trust the game plan when the results don't come, even though the execution is all but perfect. If it doesn't result in points, it can be easy to quickly go away from it when, as every coach will tell you, just trust it, stick with it. Rebound behind Senior, it's a missed free throw. Nice passing.
Somehow she got that.
It's good crisp passing in the key. Just a lid on the bucket down this end at the moment. Someone's put glad wrap over it during the quarter break. Kiwi comes down with it, puts it back up. It's another offensive board. There she is. Tararua skips through, this time up with the left hand. A nice scoop for 2.
She's a bit of a machine, isn't she, Tofo Toliafoa? 21 points she scored in this game last night.
Good screen from Smith, and here's Hines Senior trailing. Runs into a sea of Tararua College players. And one of them committed a foul. I'm not sure which one, but referee Joe Ogle saw it. Hines Senior for 3 from the wing. Well saved there from Olivia outer side. The idea was there to look to swing it back out to an open Tiana Tiro, but swarming defense again, and Ruby Naduhe with some good handles, a good drive, the hoop and the harm.
And you just get the impression with her that when she sets her mind to it, she can really do anything she wants.
Sophie Oswald checks into the game with that knee of hers.
It's a great welcome from her teammates. Incredible thing to do, really.
Powick with a nice crossover that she possesses. And what a finish that is from Leah Powick.
I guess the thinking is that once you've ruptured your ACL, there's really no more damage you can do.
McCleary spins. That's a miracle attempt, and it's going to be out of bounds off the side of the backboard as a sub comes in for Mercury Bay, Louisa Murray.
We didn't see a lot of Murray last night in that game.
Orshadla Manako is starting 5. We saw almost from the get-go to the let-go last night.
It's judicious use of subs, isn't it, by Mercury Bay. That's Sophie Oswald with another 2.
That's the kind of basket she'll like. She doesn't have to do much moving. Catch, turn, shoot. Tiro wide open for 3. Down it goes. She finally gets the opportunity and she makes the most of it.
And you wonder if she now starts to get her eye in, and those points could just start rattling up for Mercury Bay.
If they leave her open, they will. And they haven't left her open so far in this game, and it's kept her quiet. Good work from Ruby May Naduhe on the offensive board.
Well, it was quiet on the scoring front for a little while, and suddenly it's taken off. 21-8 Tararua College.
Cleary, catch and shoot from the free throw line. Down it goes.
Nice combination between Tiro and McCleary.
Powick skips in with a runner. Down that goes. She's keeping Mercury Bay at arm's length. Here's Leah Powick and Tararua College, and it's a little bit too much on that pass from Jasmine McCleary. Contested 3. Good go down from Toliafoa. Good heads-up play from Hines Senior with that pass. Here she is shooting the 3 from the wing. Tiro, good work. Chasing the offensive boards.
Oh, she is everywhere, Emma Hines Senior.
Powick, catch and shoot. So measured and so confident in her mid-range jump shot. And why not? And it goes down as often as it does. Here's Tiro, looking out to McCleary. Looking after these two so well, Tararua. They know the threat they can pose. McCleary for 3. Just can't get it to go. Oswald comes down with the rebound.
Amazingly, she was able to get up, jump for that. Oh, Talia Power.
Great finish.
She's been one of the real entertainers here in Tararua.
So much size down low with Oswald and Naduhe on for Tararua. Can't go over them or through them. And they're putting on a defensive show, especially Ruby May and Naduhe, who see with bringing the ball up now. Oswald catch and shoot. Their preferred spot, that long two. It's a little bit too aggressive from Naduhe on the offensive rebound. And Mercury Bay get the foul. Cleary steps into a three. From the wing, down it goes, and that's why you can't leave them open. And every time they have, they've been punished. Tararua will know, no matter their lead, Mercury Bay tend to deal in threes. That's good defense from McCleary. It forces a turnover. Fine senior. Looks for a bit of help. It's Katie Oswald who's made her way back beautifully.
So that's a foul called on McCleary.
Oswald, too strong on that.
She'll say that was a pass to Poet.
So it's the last place Tiana Tiro needs to be, trying to back down Ruby May, but a foul came, so both games we called for Tararua College. I think we've seen Ruby Bay Naduhe foul out.
That's right. It'll be interesting to see if we can see just her second, I think, in this game. I think her sister's in more serious foul trouble. She's on the bench.
Cleary just shooting over Naduhe. And here's Poet going the other way. She's got Tiro in front of her. Bumps her off. Naduhe catch and shoot for a long two, and she drains it. Much to the delight of her teammates on the bench.
Yes, they're certainly making a statement so far in this game. Tararua, 29-13 they lead. Good, clean rebound from Toliafoa.
Oswald, right place, right time. She has a nose to the basket, does Sophie Oswald, even on one leg.
Oh, I remember in that first game, was that only yesterday, Hugh? We saw her when she was at well, not full strength, but more strength than she, fuller strength. Certainly pulled in a lot of rebounds too for Tararua.
Three-pointer this time from Ruby May Naduhe, and a timeout is called by Mercury Bay as Dan Rokelso wants to talk it over with his tired squad. I would suggest certainly you don't have the pep that we saw them with yesterday or this morning.
And I suppose that's worth remembering. This is their second game of the day on the back of, 2 days of pretty intense basketball. Tararua, just the one game today. That yellow towel is getting quite a workout.
It is. It's getting swung around all over the shop. And there's a mascot on that bench as well. Meanwhile, I see the ball more in the hands of that number 4 there, Tiana Tiro, but they're doing a good job, Tararua, keeping her quiet.
Yes, you sort of look at Mercury Bay, don't you? And you think of Tiro McCleary, Hines Senior. They are key to this Mercury Bay side.
Kiwi with her sequined kiwi
It's special.
cushion
Yes.
that I saw for the first time today.
That's very special. Do you have a Bainin cushion?
I don't think they make
Oh,
them.
I think you need one.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the second quarter that has belonged very much to Tararua College. And looking to end their season on a high.
Yeah, the scores rattled along too. At the end of the first quarter, it was just 10-5 to Tararua. We had that sort of scoring spree, didn't we? Sort of midway through the second quarter. Tararua was poor pass, really. Picked up.
The left-hand scoop from Tararua rattles around. Who's going to come away with that? Oswald just prevents a backcourt. No, she can't. It was a backcourt violation. So Mercury Bay, the ball. She's doing her best hopping along trying to get that ball. We're back underway. Emma Hines Senior, Jasmine McCleary in the backcourt, issuing instructions. Smith looks to drop it into McCleary, who's in heavy traffic again. They come away with a rebound though. Theodore puts it on the floor. That's a nice pass to McCleary, who can finish from under the hoop.
Well, they deserved that, didn't they, Mercury Bay? Well worked, persevered, got the reward.
Defensive miscommunication left Ruby Maynado here wide open. Again, she fights hard for that offensive rebound, but it will be the girls from Whitianga who get possession.
Final minute of this first half.
Drops it in. Here's Hines Senior out on the way. Well worked possession from Mercury Bay, and they come away with the rebound. Theodore shoots over Oswald. Rattles just out, and a big rebound from Ruby May.
That was a big rebound too. She was determined.
Oswald, catch and shoot. Theodore with the rebound. Just 7 seconds left in this first half as High Senior skips in, puts up the runner. Another rebound for Ruben May Naduhe, and that'll do it for the first half of basketball, Jenny.
Well, pretty good one too. Tararua College, they are delighted. The noise coming off that bench at the break. It is Tararua leading Mercury Bay 34-15.
Putting on the black singlet was a dream come true. I've dreamt about playing for New Zealand since I was a little girl.
Very nervous, but also very proud, you know. It's a huge thing.
Representing all of those at home, all of those that have helped you, getting you to all those early morning trainings, feeding you all that dinner.
You know, we're used to punching above our own weight, so I think we try to incorporate that in practice and just go as hard as we can on the court, and off court it's all love.
On the court, you know, we've always got each other's backs, but if we need to hold each other accountable, we will. And then off the court, same thing. We're still a family, got each other's backs, and obviously it's a bit more fun.
I think basketball was such an appealing sport to me, seeing the pathways to the US. So I remember growing up looking at Zara Gillings and Penina Davidson and seeing what they were doing. So I've always wanted to head over to the States, not only to live the basketball dream, but to get a degree, to see a different side of the world and to learn a different style of play.
It's just good to be out here with the younger kids and give back to the game, because we're here to kind of inspire the youth of New Zealand, and especially all the girls out here. It's great to see you know, them all having fun and just spreading the love of the game. Basketball has given me so much. I mean, it's given me the Torfers. I mean, you know, it's given me friends for life. It's given me a family.
It's the opportunity for me to have received a really great education in America. So now I'm able to get my undergraduate degree and a master's degree.
The opportunity to travel to, Japan, Taiwan, all those places.
Playing the sport I love, still playing with the Tall Ferns.
The opportunities are one of the best part of being, Tall Fern and being a part of basketball.
I'd love for the younger ones to be like, oh my gosh, I want to be a part of that someday. Obviously there's so many people wanting to play basketball, but if that's something that they're aspiring to be like, that would be awesome too.
I think New Zealand's known as such a sporting nation, and the basketball scene is growing so rapidly that I want the Tall Ferns to be something these young kids are aspiring to. So they want to say, I grew up to be an All Black, but I grew up to be a Tall Fern. And for them right here to come out and practice and say like, yeah, I love basketball. This is a fun sport, a sport I can be with my friends, a sport where I see a lot of opportunity and a lot of pathways. Because at the end of the day, basketball can take you places, and so the Tall Ferns is a great route for that.
For me, I'm just super proud every time I step out onto the court, knowing I'm wearing that black singlet, because as a Tall Fern, you've got a lot of pride, and playing for your country, having your sisters' backs. Definitely proud to wear that singlet every time I step out on the court.
The culture of the Tall Ferns is absolutely amazing. We're essentially a family. I would call all of them my sisters. Our leadership, our coaches, our management staff, everyone, there's just such a good feel, and it feels like such a family and such a good vibe, and I think that's why on court you can see that we just all click and work together.
Basketball can open up so many doorways and so many paths. There's no limits. You can take the sport anywhere.
The women's game's definitely growing. I think it's awesome to see. Just in general, basketball growing in New Zealand is cool. So to get the women and young girls playing basketball, that's a big key for us.
We're quite often the underdogs, we're always a hustling team, we've always been a real grinder to the end team. Making the most of the moment is like a huge part of our culture.
Any international game that I get to play for the Tall Ferns is always an honour, but we play tough, we're very aggressive, we hustle for each other. Everything we do, we know we're doing for our teammates, that they've got our back, we've got theirs as well.
Young kids, just like in general, I think just whatever you set your mind to, like you can do whatever you want to do, Like you just got to put in the dedication and the determination to do it, and you can do it.
I think a good message to young girls is kia kaha, kia mai, kia manawa nui. That just really means, be strong, be fierce, and be mindful of others. You've got your teammates next to you, and look after them, look after yourself. And just represent yourself with mana, with pride, as well as your country.
Welcome back. It is half-time here in Tararua. The playoff in the girls' draw for third and fourth between Tararua College and Mercury Bay. Tararua at the moment well ahead, 34-15. But we know that this Mercury Bay side can score and score quickly. So who knows what might happen. Mercury Bay in the blue and in possession.
I think the message would have been from Coach Danro Kelsall just to go out, enjoy yourself a little bit more and play the basketball you can play. Trying to match it physically with this big team is tough. As we see there, Tiro stuck in heavy traffic, being manhandled.
That pass well read by Jade Parker, number 3 for Tararua.
Her first taste of action today. Poet goes to that right hook of hers. Can't get it to go, and away come Mercury Bay. Goes sprawling across the floor as Emma Hines Senior earns a trip to the charity stripe.
Tiana Tiro having a little bit of a chat with the coach.
Oswald, Katie Oswald that is, and here's Ruby Maynado who brings it up as she has done for most of the game so far. Goes right by Tiana Tiro and finishes off the glass. say, Jenny, she looks like she just has that next gear when she wants to use it. Giving go to McCleary. She skips through heavy traffic, and there is Ruby May Naruhe again. That's an errant pass from Oswald. And McCleary probably should have got up, will she eventually? Just a little bit too rushed in the end.
I think she just caught McCleary with her feet sort of in the wrong order.
Thought about shooting, instead drove and up with that left-handed ice cream scoop of hers. And that
How many times have we seen that from her over these last couple of days? Incredibly gifted player.
Starting to run rapid, Tararua College. That time, good defense for the foul call. They've just got to keep their heads up, Mercury Bay. Keep working hard on defense.
Well, they know they're good enough. I mean, they can see from their past performances they can do it. Tararua this morning, certainly. Well, it's this afternoon, isn't it? So Tararua certainly looking dominant. 39-15.
Here's Teodo. Pine Senior catches, shoots from three. That's short. Pollock with the board. Oh, Pine Senior tenacious, sticks with it, earns a trip to the line. She's done that so often as well. If the shot doesn't go down, she'll chase her own shot and be there to harass whoever comes down with the rebound. Working her way out of trouble with her handles. Nice cut from Oswald, a nice find from Naruhe. All that was missing was the finish. The Tararua College ball as the Kiwi cushion is held up. Forward for three. Front iron rebounded by Parker. Pollock catch and shoot. Another second chance opportunity. This time it's Oswald who puts it up. And that offensive rebound is tipped out of bounds, but the decision goes the way of Tararua College. We might be inside now, Jenny, but we have windows all around us, and I'll tell you what, the weather's turned on for this weekend, isn't it?
It's been absolutely glorious. Makes it look picture perfect here in Te Araha. There's blossom, classic cars.
Oh, great step through from Poe. Just didn't have enough on her scoop, and that's a little bit too aggressive from Parker. She knows it. She makes her way back to the defensive end. Mercury Bay squad look tired out there.
Good to see though, still managing a few smiles. As we mentioned yesterday, Nationals cancelled about 3 weeks to almost a month ago. Didn't look like there'd be anything much happening, and then Te Araha Basketball put their hand up and said, well look, we'll run something. I think there's been a couple of others, haven't there, this weekend around various parts of the country for the secondary school students.
Oswald, catch and shoot, her preferred long two spot. That one a little bit too strong. McCleary brings it the other way. Sure, the defenders turn the wrong way, but she runs right into Ruby May Naruhe. Keep possession though, for Mercury Bay. Tito, catch and shoot from the wing. Down it goes. I think she's 2 from 2 from three-point land.
She is, and that's what Mercury Bay needs. They need her to start putting up a few more. We know how accurate she can be.
off the shoe of Leah Poet. We all know that feeling. He'll bounce off the shoe, watch it roll out of bounds, and just sheepishly turn around on defence. We've all been there, every player who's ever touched a basketball. Timeout is called by Tararua College.
So 39-18, 6 minutes remaining in this third quarter. And you can say, look, that Tararua look dominant, but you're never sure, are you? Particularly with the advent of three-pointers and the fact that there's a couple of players in that Mercury Bay team that have no trouble with them when they get their groove on.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a case of put it up, girls. 21 points, 7 three-pointers, and they're all tied up.
You make it sound so simple. I suppose it is in a way.
I don't think I've ever made a three-pointer in a game in my life, so not my game. But I marvel at those who do.
Of course, this is a finals day here in Tararua. After this game, it is the playoff for third and fourth, the boys' side of the draw, and that'll be between Manukura from Palmerston North and Waihi College. And then a little later on, it's the business end, the girls' final, Manukura versus Te Kura Kokiri, and then the boys' final, unbeaten local side Te Araha versus Ngā Taetia Wharikura. And Hugh was saying, I think that basically half the town will be here to call in the home boys.
I don't think they're unbeaten still. I think they lost this morning to Waihi College.
Te Araha? Oh, I beg your pardon.
I think they rested their majority of their starting five ahead of the final tonight. But I think Waihi College got the win over Te Araha this morning. That conundrum that coaches go through. Should I be resting my players, or am I going to upset the momentum? And
well, that was the one interesting yesterday, wasn't it? When Manukura and Te Kura Kokiri, the two teams that are playing the girls' final today, they met yesterday knowing they were going to be in the final. And Miles Pearce, the coach of Manukura, saying, well, what do? Do you show all your goods or do you not?
McCleary for three. It's off to the left.
I thought he was very foolish to be asking me for advice.
What was your advice?
Well, I would say I would fox. I wouldn't show all my skills and top moves and that sort of thing. I think he was just being polite.
Here's Poet with a little show and go. But good defense from McCleary. Comes away with the ball past the Muri. She looks ahead. She's got Tiro, and that is good. Full court offense from Mercury Bay.
It's that sort of play too that gives a team confidence.
Ruben Maynard with a nonchalant style. That's where she finds Poet, whose three just comes off, and there's Nanuhan working hard for the offensive rebound again. Foul committed down low on the outer side, so Mercury Bay will come away with the ball.
Team fouls for Tararua College, so next time somebody fouls, it'll be shots for Mercury Bay.
Comes down to finding Poet. She shoots the three-pointer. That's off rebound. The outer side. Cleary eventually comes away with it. She's got Tito up ahead of her, but Leah Poet did fantastically with a starfish jump. Right in the passing lane and forced the turnover.
How good was that pickup from Jade Parker? Just getting that bounce right and not quite.
Good fight from Muri, and she earns a foul as well.
So this will be shots.
3 fouls now on Ruby May Naduke.
I mean, this could be another avenue back into this game for Mercury Bay. Foul trouble for Tararua. 4 minutes still left in this quarter.
Muri can't get her first to go. on Sophie Oswald, who's back into the game. Jay Parker will just slow things up. It's a 1-on-5 situation. Toliafoa contested three-pointer. That's short. Straight into the hands of her teammate, Parker. Oswald, too much on that one. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Parker gets back to even the odds. Underarm scoop there with the inside-out right hand. Jasmine McCleary off the glass for 2. It's not an easy finish at all. Just an increase in defensive intensity, I think we're seeing here. It's a good foul from the behind senior. As the ball squeezed through to Toliafoa. We're hearing increased activity from the Mercury Bay coach as well. I think just trying to keep that intensity up from his team.
Toliafoa exhibiting the bend of the knees. It is encouraged for when you're free throwing. That's better.
Thread that pass through, but Tito has to turn it up and she does well. She skips through with a pass fake, just can't get the hook to go. Somehow gets her own rebound. Swing it round, McCleary will shoot the 3 from the wing, and she'll drain it as well. It's good offense from Mercury Bay. As soon as they had the rebound, the ball was swiftly passed across the top to the weak side. Running floater. Again, it's Ruby Reynado. She's putting in yeoman's work in this one.
Yeah, she gets herself in great positions, doesn't she, for those rebounds?
Murray, baseline jumper. Good read from Emma Hines Senior. And she's fouled if she wants to put the rebound back in, and she'll go to the line for 2 more.
That's a 4th foul, I think, for Ngaruhe.
Looks like they're going to leave her out there.
It's a tough thing to do, though, isn't it? So you've got 2 of your better players on 4 fouls, and you're not yet in the second half. In fact, we are in the second half. See, I'm enjoying myself so much, I've lost track of time.
It has gone quick. This first 2.5 quarters of basketball. Good entry pass to Oswald, who's harassed, and that's too much on that one. Who's going to come away with that? It's going to be Muri. Jump ball called, and it'll be Tararua College ball.
Yes, good work from Toliafoa, clamping her mitts on that ball.
Poet. Let's put it back. There's Poet. Looks so assured on the ball, and it's another jump ball this way. It'll go the way of Mercury Bay. Area school. Senior brings it up, finds McCleary. It's a good little bit of 2-man play from those 2, resulting in the wide open 3. It's just a little bit short. Here's Naruhe will bring the ball up, 4 fouls to her name. Naruhe threads it through to Toliafoa. There's that scoop of hers, doesn't go. Another offensive rebound for Rudy May, Naruhe, I should say, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. She's having a way with this Mercury Bay school. first. In the second, but who's going to come away with the rebound? Guess who? Naduhe. Taliafoa puts up the 2. Can't get it to go. And another offensive rebound for Naduhe. Taliafoa, good defense, but just one arm came down illegally. Taliafoa go the line.
There wasn't much more Jasmine McCleary could do, but she picks up the foul.
Two from the line. Smart work from Taliafoa.
Tararua College, they're just sort of asserting their dominance again, aren't they, in the later stages of this third quarter.
It's a pretty skip through from McCleary. It's going to result in a Heinz Senior desperate throw up to the hoop, and another rebound for Ruby May Naduhe. Shows her handles as she works her way up the court, around the back, past to Oswald. No look past to Parker. And Oswald just couldn't keep it in as she tries to jump off one bung knee. Tiana Teodo looking for help finding it. Outside, who banks in a three-pointer.
And that is the buzzer for the end of the third quarter. 44-30. Tararua College maintaining this lead over Mercury Bay.
Tukaha.
It means stand strong. To the great challenges we face. To stand strong with our brothers and sisters.
With our families and our communities.
With our supporters.
With those who lift us up to take on the world.
It's the name of our haka.
Tāringa whakarongo ki Aomori.
Stand strong.
Stand with us.
Tukaha, New Zealand.
Just one quarter remaining in this playoff game for third place in the girls' draw here at the North Island A Schools tournament in Te Araha. Tararua College 44, Mercury Bay 30. And you might look at that score and think that it's all Tararua's way, but it's not really. Mercury Bay never stop trying, and we've seen that in their games previously here over the last day or two. You can see Dan Rowe-Kelsall, their manager, Lisa McCleary, both now up on their feet, sort of imploring these girls to keep going. Same for Tararua. Well, they're not up on their feet, they're down on their knees. Co-coaches, Jules Valois, Bonnie Scott. One more quarter, they'll be saying.
The last quarter for some of them in their high school basketball careers. For those who play, represent their provinces, there's some more to come. Under 17 national championships along Labour weekend held in Christchurch. 24 teams, 14 boys teams, 10 girls. Also on Labour weekend in Hamilton, the under 15 national championships. That sets us up nicely for a festival of basketball in November, starting with the Shit Cup, the 3x3, the Feast of Tall Ferns and Tall Blacks in action before the Sal's NBL 18 and 18 Women's League takes place through to the start of December. We're back underway here, and there's Taliafoa with a left-handed runner for two to start the scoring in the fourth quarter and extend the lead to 16. Cleary trying to return the favour, and she does.
Interesting to see that third quarter was won by Mercury Bay, 15-10. Even though, as you say, Hugh, that lead still very apparent. 14 points, 46-32. Big, long shot, and it's great.
Holly Naduhe back into the game after sitting out the whole second and third quarter with foul trouble. Says thank you very much. 3 points, making up for lost time. The ball movement from Mercury Bay and results in 3 points for Emma Hines Senior. Naduhe out the back to Powick. Well read from McCleary. Zoe Smith checks back into the game for Louisa Murray. Oswald just falling away as she put that one up. But they'll keep possession.
You could hear Katie Goswald sort of gasp as she looked at that shot.
Just 3.5 seconds on the shot clock to get this one up as the ball was retrieved.
I think the ball's gone off into the garage.
Storage garage. It'll be a catch and shoot situation here for whoever gets the ball. It's Holly Naduhe. She has to get it up. Second on the clock. She does. And they'll get another chance as it resets to 14. Talia Foa. Catch and release. Away come Mercury Bay. Through Emma Hines Senior. Skips through straight into Oswald, but she finishes through contact anyway.
I tell you, I'd want her in my team every day. Or if not her, a player like her.
She hasn't stopped working for her school, Emma Hines Senior. Talia Foa puts it to the floor. Up she goes. She's had a stellar tournament and she's finishing with a stellar third and fourth playoff.
Oh, well read, Ruby May. Ngarihi.
There's Powick. Trying to find some space. Nice pass to Oswald. Foul called on Emma Hines Senior. This is her first.
It was just a second foul for Hines Senior, so good work.
Second one rolls in to the delight of the bench. There's McCleary working her post moves. Good rebound, this time by Talia Foa. That's Holly Naduhe, whose three is a little bit short. Katie Oswald called for a foul. Carey catch and shoot from the baseline. That doesn't drop. Talia Foa with the rebound. And here's Leah Powick. She's got Katie Oswald up ahead, and that's exactly who she finds. And the layup is good. Nice fast break basketball from Tararua College.
Yeah, great pass from Powick. 54-37.
Hines Senior with a foot on the line. Gets her own rebound again. This time trying to find a bit of help, and does. And here's Zoe Smith, who takes some big contact from Oswald. She'll go on the line to shoot too.
Again, Ruby May Naruhi showing her strength.
Oh, great pass to Oswald. The fade away, and there's Naruhi with the rebound and the putback.
And you see what I mean? It's almost as though whenever, as I say, she really wants to put some mind to it. Just outstanding skills. Now here's Sister Holly.
There's Oswald, that mid-range two that doesn't go. Away comes Hines Senior. Smith to her right. Skips through everyone. Oh, good hand from Oswald. And here's Holly Naruhi. She goes up with the left hand. Can't pick that up. Will be a double dribble.
Oh, you
That's
can
exactly
see
what it is.
Yeah, you can see exactly what happened there. Jasmine McCleary, she saw what she was going to do, and then the picture changed. Realised she couldn't. Just one of those things.
Oswald fires it across the Naruhi. Right across the top to a wide open Talia forward. Thought about the three instead. Drives into traffic and misses with her scoop this time. Good defense again by Naruhi. Here comes Tararua College, 2-on-1. Oswald sees Holly Naruhi and she finishes. They're running downhill, Tararua College, and Ganro Kelsall just wants to stop the rot and calls a timeout.
Because it has been a run, hasn't it? 58-37, 21 points now, the difference between these two sides. It's very constant for a while. Tararua, though, I think they sense that they could be onto something here. Of course, Mercury Bay denied them the bronze medal at the Nationals last year. This is going to be probably the closest they're going to get to Nationals this year.
But what a great alternative, given that they were staring down the barrel of no basketball whatsoever for the Te Aroha Association and Basketball in New Zealand to get this up in such a short amount of time.
Well, it's amazing, really, isn't it? When you think of all the things you have to book and arrange and make sure that they fit and that the others can make it. If you know, it's no good having a tournament with 3 teams, but they have somehow gathered together 11 and put together a pretty sharp tournament.
And as you said, Jen, it's not just here. We had a AA tournament in Hamilton. There's a AA girls tournament happening in Palmerston North this weekend as well. There's talk of Auckland coming to the party in the coming weeks as well. It's great to see school basketball community getting around each other.
So Tararua keen to get on with it. Return to the court. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this game. 58-37.
What can this Mercury Bay area school team do in the final 5 minutes of basketball? Big screen at half court from Katie Oswald. Holly Naruhi just plucked that out the air. Talia Follow this time with the right hand. So adept with both hands as she attacks the basket. We've got to get over halfway to Mercury Bay. They do just in time. Cleary shapes to shoot instead, skips through. Tiro's wide open, and that's who they eventually find. The pass just a little low, so she couldn't get her shot off immediately. Smith will, toe on the line. Too strong anyway.
I'm sure, Hugh, too, that keeping Tiana Tiro quiet would have been one of the aims of the Tararua College side. They've certainly, I think, achieved that. She's had a couple of beauties, but nothing like the high-scoring performance of previous games.
She's bounced out of bounds. Good top. Well, she does look tired, I think, for one, as a lot of these girls do. And also,
well, you had a bit of a chat to her yesterday, didn't you?
Chatted to her after the game, and I said hi as I walked into the arena this morning as well. And after she had a fantastic game this morning, as you mentioned, Jenny, 30 points. You can tell they're jaded after a lot of basketball. Things just looking a little static at the moment for Mercury Bay. Here is Tiro. She will find her own shot this time. Too much on it. Another rebound for Ruby May Nadohe. We don't have the stats, but she'll be well into double digits rebound-wise. There's Katie Oswald with an easy 2 points in transition. And Mercury Bay having to work so hard just to get a look at the basket, whereas Tararua College finding it easy at the other end. Cleary for three. That's a tired-looking shot, too short. And here they come through Holly Nadohe. Good follow from Powick.
Tararua into the 60, 62-37.
Here's Tiro down with the tall timber and blocked by Naduhe, who finds her sister on the fast break with another easy 2 points. Fast break basketball, as you can see, the legs just tiring from Mercury Bay, struggling to get back on defense. Hines Senior catch and shoot from the wing. That goes down. There's 3 points.
Just like that, Holly Ngaruhi, just admiring that sort of snap pass from her sister. Great skills.
Well, that's into the game is Shedla Monaco with her first basket of this game in her first bit of action. Poet catch and shoot from just inside the 3-point line. Rebound Monaco, and here they come Mercury Bay through Smith. Finds Tiro, thought about shooting, instead finds a Triley McCleary. Shot is just off.
Oswald, I think, looking down court for a moment, but no player free.
Powick takes the contact from McCleary, good defense. That'll be Tararua ball. Naduhe to Naduhe. 3 dismisses, Oswald with the rebound. This time it's Hines Senior comes away with it and just about juggles it out of there, but only as far as Katie Oswald. She finds Tolia Foa, and that's another easy 2 for Tararua College.
It was a great little pass, wasn't it? It was sort of more of a shovel.
Nice spin move from McCleary. Not enough on the shot, and here they come again in transition as Mercury Bay struggle to get back with those tired legs, and well, Holly Naduhe is just feasting on these fast break points, and as the fourth quarter winds down.
Well, this is an emphatic one, really, isn't it, for Tararua College? I guess they had a few points to prove.
Hines Senior putting it up from Globetrotter territory.
And no doubt they were determined not to have a repeat of what happened to them last night when it was oh so close. They ran Mercury Bay down, got in front, only for Mercury Bay to pip them at the end by 1 point.
Oswald, long 2, doesn't go. A bit of redemption for Tararua College. A fine way for their seniors to finish as Cleary rattles one in. She deserves that after a stellar tournament for her school.
Oh, she allows herself a smile too, so she should. Outstanding player, Jasmine McCleary. You got to hear the Tararua bench counting down. And that is it. That is the 3rd place found here at the A-Schools tournament. Tararua College, too good on the day for Mercury Bay. They take the game 71-45. And you could probably say it never looked in doubt, but it was such an interesting game because of the history between these two sides. They played each other, as I mentioned a little while ago, last night. Mercury Bay won that by just 1 point. And at last year's Nationals, Mercury Bay also too good for them, taking the bronze. But today, in 2020, it is this side in white. Tararua College, 71-45, too good for Mercury Bay. And we have really seen some fabulous skills on display here from these two teams. Well, from all the teams, really. But these ones in particular, and one player in particular, number 15 for Tararua College, Tofo Toliafoa. Let's have a chat to her. She's with Hugh.
Thanks, Jenny. Yes, there with Tofo Toliafoa. What a game, what a win, and a bit of revenge for last night.
We knew we had to work hard and make sure they didn't get those threes in like last night. They really killed us with those, so we had to work hard and make sure number 4 didn't get those in.
Yeah, you were looking after Tiana Tero really well today. And what about your little left-hand ice cream scoop? That was on the work today, wasn't it?
I wasn't expecting it, honestly. I was like, oh. But yeah, it worked well. And our whole team worked well to give me good shots and good looks and everything.
And you guys are like having just a ball out there, you know, some girls finishing their high school basketball career, and what a way to do it.
Yeah, that's just what our team's about, just camaraderie and like just working together, staying positive throughout the whole games. Like coming third wasn't the outcome that we wanted, but we still worked hard to get here, and I think all the girls deserve what we got.
Great job, well played.
So, thank you. Thank you.
Well, she's quite a character, isn't she, Toliafoa? I can tell you, during the game, a ball came out quite near us, and she picked up the ball and just sort of craned her neck round just to see what was on the TV screen. So, cheeky with it. So, that is the result from that playoff for third. In the girls' draw, Tararua College too strong for Mercury Bay, 71-45. We'll be back soon because we will have the playoff for third and fourth in the boys' side of the draw, Manukura versus Waihi College.